Hey.
All right. Here we are.
Wow.
Candlepin for Kids, Season 7, 2010. I'm Steve Renaud, your host for today's show. Here we go again, another year. Should be a lot of fun. We got some great bowlers from all over New England. Some of the top bowlers in the game today. We're going to have 3 events. We'll have a championship show like in the past. We got a lot of gift cards to give away, many prizes. And as usual, I have my fellow host, Dan Shoebag Gauthier, with me. Dan, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Steve. The usual It's usual for me to be here, but everything else seems new, doesn't it, Steve? We got new equipment. We have a second camera. We have a new camera person, Kris Winiarz. Another camera person, Robbie Taylor. New contestants.
That's right.
We had almost a record today. 70 people try out. I am looking forward to this today. It's going to be a great taping.
We hope you, all of you that follow us on YouTube, will like all the new angles, the new shots. We have a new cameraman with Kris Winiarz, and yes, as you said, Robbie Taylor really taking over the camera duty. He should do a great job for us. We'll talk more as the show goes along, right, Shu? Let's meet the bowlers, shall we? Here we go. Our top seeds today, placing first from the Park Place lanes, we have Nicole Lavoie. And her partner today, representing the Ficos Bowlerdrome, we have Hunter Johnson. And their challenges today, representing the Leo Super Bowl, we have Sage Johnson. And her partner today, representing the Woburn Bowlerdrome, we have Dominic Catarello. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have the boys take the seat, as well as myself and Dan. And Nicole is going to lead us off whenever she's ready on Candlepin for Kids. Here we go, Dan. Another year.
Has it been that long?
It's been quite a few months. It seems like forever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, both our girls off to the right corner on their first ball. We have some new faces on the show today. We'll see what these girls can do. We have some kids that have moved up from the 11 under age group. We may see some of them in the older age groups, the 12 to 14 or the 15 to 18 age group. And on the first box, Nicole has a 5, and Sage
has a 4.
with a 4.
It's very typical on people's first boxes on TV right there. Nothing's unusual about that. Usually it takes one box to get the kinks out. Nerves.
Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3.
That's a great ball.
A nice ball by Johnson all over the head pin.
Good ball.
There's a shot. A very well placed ball all over the pocket. It's where she wanted to be. Nicole with 2 pins remaining. The 8 and 9. And she takes an 8. 13 after 2 for the team of Lavoie and Johnson. Sage with a 5. And a total of 9 after 2 for Johnson and Catarello. Nicole Lavoie qualified for today's show, winning 2 of the high singles for her age group with an 80, an 80, and an 81, Dan, for 241. Pretty consistent.
Yeah, you don't get much more consistent than that.
Well, both girls leaving 4 pins. Nicole a little off balance on that shot, but she stayed behind the foul line. Sage trying to run down that 4 horseman left side. 2 pins remaining. Nicole with an 8. 21 after 3. And a big 10. A fist pump and a big roar from the crowd, Dan.
Look at her. She's all excited. She's She's gone up every box. Sage Johnson, she's got a high single of 122 and a high triple of 303. She's very capable of putting up a big score.
She qualified for today's show on games of 58, 58, and a 100 on the end, Dan, for a 216.
That is really nice. I'm looking at her sheet she filled out for us before. It says, proudest bowling accomplishment, and it says, today, being on Candlepin for Kids.
You gotta love it, Dan.
Just gotta make up a spare.
Oh, drop that ball.
Right.
Girls will be looking for a couple more pins here. Nicole Lavoie, she has a very nice backswing.
Oh, just lost that one.
A good little follow through. Sage taking a 7. So it's Sage Johnson and Dominic Catarello at 26 after 4. Nicole Lavoie and Hunter Johnson with that 9 box are at 30. So it's only 4 pins.
Yeah, and just for our home viewers, that is a 9 box because the button was hit before the last pin fell. Something to look for if you're a new bowler. Make sure your pins are all done falling before you press the button.
Nicole off on that shot, looking for a big out, as well as Sage. We have some nice gift cards to give away, courtesy of Dan Gauthier, my co-host. He was the sponsor of our first event this year. And
done.
All done, girls. All right, the girls are all done. They were ready to keep going. They were into it. They did a great job, and the crowd appreciates it. Sage with a 5 in that frame. She's at 31. And Nicole with a 9 is at 39. So it's an 8-pin difference at the halfway point. And Hunter Johnson just rolling out the first ball. And there's Dominic Catarello. All over the headpin, Dan. Nice start.
That's a good start for Deanie. That's what his nickname is here, Deanie. Dominic Catalino.
It's not a bad spare leave either. After 2 balls, Johnson has the full horseman right side with the sleeper in the back. The 8-pin, he'll be looking for a big out. He was our top qualifier today on games of 113, 69, and 95 for a 277. And Dominic take a 6 on his first frame. He qualified for today's show on games of 104, 91, and 82. The boys had a tie at 277 apiece, but Hunter had the highest single, the 113 versus Dominic's 104, to earn the top seed position today.
Is Hunter the only one of these 4 bowlers who's been with us before?
Yeah, I believe so. The rest of them are all newcomers, Dan.
That's great. And Dominic, he's changed his nickname for this year. He wants to be called the Bowlinator. He used to be...
Throws a nice ball.
He was before. He's a crowd favorite, though. The crowd loves Hunter.
Hunter representing the Ficos Bowlodrome. That's in Franklin, Massachusetts. And Dominic with a nice 9, representing the Woburn Bowlodrome in Woburn, Massachusetts. So through 7 frames complete, it's 46 to 53 in favor of Lavoie and Johnson.
I got to get in one little plug for Hunter here. I'm looking at favorite stories for these kids. He actually has 4 different bowling balls, and they're all different colors. He gave them names. He's named his bowling balls Poseidon, Stripey, Zeus, and Tony the Tiger. That looks like Stripey that just went down the lane there.
Hunter won our bowling ball raffle that we held last year, and it was one of every color on the Tiger bowling ball set. He's got 5 balls, and they're all different. Let's see, and Hunter took a 5 there.
4, actually.
Is that a 4? A 4.
Yeah, 4.
And a 5 for Dominic. So 2 frames remaining in this first game. It's a 2-string total pinfall that will determine our winner and who will be moving on to the championship show that will have some time in probably sometime the end of May or beginning of June. We have 3 events, being the first one right here at the Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill, Mass. We'll be back next month at the Central Park Lanes in East Boston on the last Sunday of the month. And then we'll head over to Woburn. Hey, and there's our first spare of the day. That was a great shot by Dominic Catarello.
Deanie. Pulled a Houdini on that one.
Made them all disappear.
Exactly.
Hunter Johnson with the 7.
What a nice shot that was.
That's all right. That's a nice ball. Nice ball by Catarello. All over that headband. Throws a very nice ball. Good form.
He's a little excited. Usually the bowler on the right goes first, but it's his first time. We'll talk to him.
Yeah, we've talked about that. That's usually a common mistake we have.
Especially when they're excited. He's doing a nice mark, you know? Right. Do a nice mark. He's excited to go out and throw that next ball.
That was a nice 6-fill on the spare. Tightens the match right up. Takes an 8 box. And Hunter Johnson looking to run that 4 horseman down, and he settles with an 8. Boys, all done, boys.
And Dominic is so excited, he's ready to throw the 11th box of the string there.
And at the end of the first game, Sage Johnson and Dominic Catarello are at 75. Nicole Lavoie and Hunter Johnson are at 72. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with a little specialty shot, a specialty challenge in just a few moments. So don't go away, folks.